Oh, say does.
It's Thursday afternoon, and we should be in for a show tonight, Doris. The amount of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And here are the Timberwolves. There's a screen. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Great D that time from Payne.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Jackson can't get it to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Outside Russell. Pass to Rivers. Lets the three fly. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Memphis. Payne finds Brooks. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Now here's Russell. Now Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Russell against Morant. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
First team foul.
Towns passes to Gobert.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Oh, and Towns with the block. And they get it back. Here's Morant. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Russell. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Down low. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson finds Morant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. 1:11 left in the first. Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Adams. And here's Morant. Back to Adams. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible chest.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Russell. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. On the wing, Rivers. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
29 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside for Morant. Back to Bane. Fires it. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Over Bane. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 6 points.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves at... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. In transition. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
And stolen by Morant. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. The Timberwolves trail. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Got a hand on it. Morant against Russell. Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Now Brooks. Back to Bane. Adams high post. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. On the wing, Rivers. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Jackson finds Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Launches it. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3. I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Russell against Morant. Here's Brooks. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Spins. Here's Rivers. Brooks defending. Back to Russell. Pass to Rivers. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Brooks from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. On defense, the Grizzlies. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant finds Adams. Back to Morant. And stolen by Edwards. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. There's the triple. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside Morant. And here's Adams. Here's Bane. Outside Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Russell against Morant. Here's Gobert. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
A line change here for Memphis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Williams a screen on Russell. Jones with the ball. Towns covering. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Here's Jones. The kick out to Williams. Now here's Green. Tight defense on him. Pass to Edwards. Over Williams. And a pretty tightly contested game. Allie, as always, thank you.
16. The Grizzlies. 14.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Rivers in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the inside, here's Conchar. Uses the glass on the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Minnesota in the lead. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And stolen by Clark. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Minnesota shooting just 33% so far in this game. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Lays it up and banks it in. McLaughlin's got his first points of the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Jones. Clark with the screen. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And here comes the break. Here's McDaniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Jones. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Williams.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The free throw drops for Williams.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Zaire Williams.
And Williams drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, and Reed with a block. They get it back. Outside Jones. Second shot opportunity. Outside Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Pass to Williams with 1 on the clock, and Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Noel. Outside McDaniels. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Conchar. On the wing, Jones. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Timberwolves shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here's McDaniels. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Prince. The shot misses. Green with the defensive effort. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Green. Back to Conchar. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Clark against Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Good work there as it goes.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Outside Jones. The layup off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 5. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota shooting 41% in this game. On the court for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle. Prince down low. Brooks defending. Pass to McLaughlin. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First one falls for him. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for McDaniels. Rivers is checked in for Prince. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. Now here's Morant. Left side Bane. Jackson the screen. Bane, no good. And here's Minnesota now. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Noel, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Rivers. And they'll get another chance. Back to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive and finishing strong.
Inside, here's Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Russell. Pass to Noel. Here's Rivers. The three is up. Here's Gobert. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Desmond Bane.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
It's both from the stripe. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Over Gobert. That's good from Adams. On the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul.
That one misses for Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Russell. Gobert with it. Outside for Russell. Deflected. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to Noel. Here's Rivers. Now Towns. Here's Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Now here's Morant. Jackson the screen from deep. Bane. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Russell. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Tries yet again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Stolen by Russell.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Rudy Gobert.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Noel, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 11-point game. On the wing, Rivers. Brooks defending. Rivers' shot is off.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota with the... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Allie LaForce.
Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's George in at the 3 set. Brooks misses.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
George against Brooks. George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Morant. Jackson in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Clippers foul. Ivica Zubac. First personal foul.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Morant with it. George picks him up. Out to Morant. On the wing, Bane. Wants to get it to Morant and does. And it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better. An efficient scorer, Norman Powell could fill it up when given the opportunity.
Well, he does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Now here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Brooks with no one around. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Outside, George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson kicks to Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance. Adams, the pass to Morant. No good. That would have tied it. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Wall's shot is off.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Wall. A shot by George. Wide open. Off target from 3-point range. And he banks in the layup.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. Kicks to George. Outside, Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Now here's Morant. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Brooks has got 6.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And here's Wall. Outside, George to the middle. Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Brooks from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Powell dishes to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
It's been all about Dylan Brooks for the Memphis Grizzlies. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. So it's the Grizzlies now after the Clippers pick up 2. Morant with the buckets.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their stars.
Here's George. Six to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Powell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Bane kicks to Brooks. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And the pass to George. Leonard with the screen on Brooks. Oh, Leonard in position. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with it.
Both free throws good from Morant. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Grant outside for Jackson. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. He feeds it to George. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's George, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
And George drops them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Morant outside. Over Wall. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Here's Zubac. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Back to Powell. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. So that'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Conchar. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kennard with the ball. The dish to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. And now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Pass to Conchar. And the wide open shot from Green. Hands it from downtown. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kennard on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thanks, David, and we'll be back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Morris in at the center position. Now here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by Clark. And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Williams passes to Conchar. And the layup falls. Conchar's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Grizzlies. Jones against Jackson. Outside, Covington. Passes to Kennard. On the wing, Morris. 4 on the clock. Back to Kennard. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis leading by 6. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. It's him a really tough matchup.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's Covington. Outside for Jackson. Back to Covington. Shot to stop the run. Buries it from three-point range. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
Now Jones. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Conchar. Off target from outside. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Memphis leading by 9. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Outside, Jones. On deep. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers trail by 9. Now here's Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. Traps in the tray. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch. He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Back to Jones. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Kennard. This one for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Passes it to Conchar. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Clark. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Outside, Batum. Outside for Jackson. Back to Batum. On the wing, Jackson. Defended by Jones. Kennard's shot is off.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Memphis leading by 8. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And the shot goes in. Williams has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies. Los Angeles calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Dillon Brooks.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's got his field goal percentage up over 60. And you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The kick out to Wall. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Zubats. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Outside, Bain. And here's Morant. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Zubats. And they get it back. Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 8. All with it. Pass to Pop. Back to Wall. And it's off from three-point range. There's the pass to Adams. On the wing, Jackson from downtown. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George against Bain. Outside, George knocks down the 3-ball. And now it's only a 5-point Memphis lead.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
Ball against Morant. Right side, Bain. Run past the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
All taking his time here. Now the feed to George. Over Brooks. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Bain passes to Brooks. Goes up on the high post. And that one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside, George. From deep. And it's George again missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Out to Brooks. Launches a 3. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Wall finds Leonard. 3-pointer. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Morant outside. Fires for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Morant passes to Brooks. And Adams kicks to Morant. Takes a 3. Count it.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the 3. Now here's George. Wall finds Zubats. Back to Wall. Shoots. A good-looking shot from the wing.
When the ball gets to Wall, he's going to be ready. The defense has to be ready, too, or he'll let it fly the second he touches it.
Here's Russell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Wall. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Checked by Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That'll belong to John Wall.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Outside Wall. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Wall against Russell. Clock at 6. George outside.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
He's off on the first.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Now here's Russell. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Towns. Off the mark there with a 3. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Leonard. And he converts the layup.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Outside Russell. The 3 is up. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Here's Russell. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. And Wall, here we go. And the big finish by Wall.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Outside for Russell. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And here's Edwards outside. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Where do you think Austin Rivers developed that selflessness, Clark?
Well, I think it starts with the DNA. I mean, his dad, Doc Rivers, was a selfless, outstanding player and one of the outstanding coaches in the game today. So that's part of it. But he's also had experience playing on different teams, sitting on different benches. I think you get to realize what your strengths and weaknesses are and how you can add value to a team.
Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Pass to Leonard. Over Towns. That one a little long. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. They need this. And he sinks the layup.
You see the way Towns is able to extend over the defense? Just too long, too big to be guarded effectively, especially when he gets this deep.
Now here's Wall. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That free throw misses.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Edwards for three. And Wall pulls it down. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
And here's Edwards outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice knock. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Rivers in at the 3, the small forward.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Powell, a screen on Russell. Russell against Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Rivers. No good from outside.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Kept alive. Outside Edwards. Second chance effort. Here's Gobert. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got 6.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. Double team on Leonard. Pass to Powell. Here he goes. And Powell with the stuff.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
They throw good, Edwards. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And the Clippers have possession after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Powell, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes a first.
Norman Powell. 2 shots.
And so Powell nails them both. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. Zubac with the steal. Down low. To the left side wing. Back to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves shooting just 33% so far in this game. Here's Rivers. Three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. And the dunk by Leonard.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
It's stolen by Leonard. Here we go. George outside. Out to Leonard. 4-3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
And Minnesota calls time here. Seconds left in the second quarter. Russell against Wall. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Clippers on top, up by 16. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us a great momentum going into the game.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start this set. About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds great feel for the game.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
And without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Now here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
To the paint. Here's Reed. Rebound by the Clippers. Kennard, right side. McDaniels against Covington. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Kennard. Fires from deep. McLaughlin with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside McDaniels. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Here's Prince. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Now Kennard. Back to Batum. 6 to shoot. Jackson down low. And it's Noel with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They trail by 18. It's McDaniels on the wing, covered by Covington. And Batum over to help. Here's Noel. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Up top, Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Stolen by Kennard. And here they come. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the inside. Oh, they need this. McDaniels from long range. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. Batum pass to Jackson. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Jackson finds Kennard. Now here's Batum. Morris, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Pass to Reid. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And they're on the break. Picked by Covington. And he lobs it up. And the layup falls. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Kennard, left side. The shot. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside McDaniels. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Russell against Wall. Pass to Gobert. And the shot goes. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Wall, the pass to Leonard.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That free throw no good.
At the line for LA.
Good on the second one. Outside Russell. From outside the arc. That shot off. No good on the shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Rivers in at the 3 slot. Here's Wall. Powell finds Wall. Leonard outside. Knocked loose. Back to Wall. The 3. Leonard passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
George outside. Fires for 3. Rebound Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Wall's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Off with the layup.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Outside Edwards. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Yep, that one goes.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Zubats. Back to George. Out to Powell. The 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. And stolen by Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard against Russell. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Back to Edwards. On the wing, Rivers. Clock at 6. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Powell outside. Oh, there's the alley. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Rivers. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. George, a screen on Edwards. Leonard way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Clippers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And the Clippers fires, hit again from deep.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Shoots it from the corner. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Leonard, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
He hits the second from the line. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Towns for 3, drills it from deep.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Leonard for 3, connects from downtown.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Russell from outside. No good. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the Allie. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
visiting team, Minnesota.
Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the small forward. And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits it.
And Edwards with the stop.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Morant. There's the dish to Brooks. Jackson finds Brooks. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
Here's Morant. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket, Morant pushes to Adams. Outside for Jackson. The three-pointer, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
There's Russell with the three. Here's Gobert. Doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He said this may be one of those games that really needs big offense to win. He said we have guys who can pass and guys who can finish. In a game like tonight, we have to put up big numbers. We'll see if they can score enough to make that difference. Kevin, back to you.
Great reporting, DA, as always. The team focused on establishing an offensive rhythm early, GA.
Well, yeah, the earlier you can get everybody in sync, the better your efficiency.
And the obvious part, too, you don't want to play from behind the whole game if you can avoid it.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Now Morant. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Gobert with a screen on Morant. To the inside. Russell trying to free himself up. Here's Gobert. Broke loose. Towns kicks to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. On baseline, Jay. Edwards can't hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Towns comes with a double team. Out to Morant. Jackson looking it over. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down low. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
And Gobert drops them both. So it's the Grizzlies now. 4-point game.
they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kick out to Adams. Jackson passes to Adams. Towns with the steal. Poked away. Here's Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 8.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Out to Morant. Back to Brooks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball, trailing by 10. Adams with the screen on Russell. Here's Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And finished off by Gobert.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And they double up Morant. Jackson dishes to Morant. You can't get that one. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 10. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bain kicks to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here's Russell. Pulls it from 20. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I love the physicality behind Bain's drive, letting the defense know he isn't changing course.
Outside, Russell. Left side, Towns. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass. Gobert's got 8 points in the quarter. Greg, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Towns in the corner. From the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Bane finds Jackson. Back to Brooks. Inside. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
Here's Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant against Russell. To the inside. Bane. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Here's Russell. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Russell against Brooks. Morant looking around. 6 to shoot. There's the feed to Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I mean, one of the hardest workers in the league. Adams has done a great job of refining his offensive skill set.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Timberwolves leading by 3. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the shot goes down. 12 seconds left here in the second. Now here's Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. 1 second left and stolen by Russell. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
The Grizzlies, 19. The Timberwolves, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
On the court for Minnesota, Torian Prince is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Noel passes to Reid. Here's Noel. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Passes it to McDaniels. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jones up top, 6 feet out. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
McDaniels in the post. Nifty move. And it's good on the way in. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Reid. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Noel. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Jones. Drives to the hoop. It's good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Noel. They get a hand on it, and he goes in for the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Jones in the post. McDaniels defending.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Jones up top, and the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Timberwolves leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:56 left to play in the third. Reed. He's off on that one, and it's Memphis the other way. The kick out to Williams. Reed with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
McDaniels passes to Noel. 1:29 left in the third. Now the pass to Reed, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Jones, the pass to Concho. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. Puts the move on.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Pass to Concho. Outside, Jones. For the tie. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Jones up top. He's guarded by Russell. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. Back to Clark. And again, Memphis no good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Timberwolves lead by 5. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Edwards, and he lays it straight in. Edwards got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Morant. Brooks right side. Back to Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
And when he's locked in on defense, Brooks is a force. Almost a one-man fast break waiting to happen.
Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And then Morant slams it in. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
People have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Here's Bane. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. Back to Russell. Lock at 6. Such a wide open look.
And I like when Russell plays with pace. That was a good shot in rhythm, and that can get him going.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies.
And he can't get the first one.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Edwards kicks to Rivers. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Not loose. The pass to Jackson. Morant outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Russell against Morant. And here we go. Morant hits the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At the stripe, Ja Morant isn't flawless, but he does seem to thrive under pressure.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payne against Russell. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Gobert. Pulls up. And Adams sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Morant. Out to Brooks to tie it up. Good! A tremendous three to tie it up.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Russell passes to Gobert. A shake.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Second shot opportunity. Can't cash it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see this...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
These players are moving. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Russell. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Here's Morant. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regular. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Rivers in at the 3 spot. Morant dishes to Adams. That gives them the lead. Adams has got the first points here in the overtime period for Memphis. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Feeds to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. Bane with it. Now guarded by Towns. It counts, and the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Morant with the steal.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know he's kicking himself, and he might hear it from the coach at the next timeout.
And the Timberwolves call time. Timberwolves trail by 7. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Edwards. Morant kicks to Bane. Now here's Morant. D right on him. 6 to shoot. Jackson from long range. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Towns. Will it go? And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Morant outside. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Memphis leading by 7. Bane drives in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team. Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leading freebies at the line.
For 3, Edwards. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Russell against Morant. There's the drive, and Morant throws it down.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Timberwolves foul. Austin Wood. First personal foul. 13 foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edwards can't hit. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Morant. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, fans, to 2K. And Grant, we've got 2 teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Got a piece of it. George with it. He's picked up by Bane. Powell outside. George for 3. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Powell. The Grizzlies pull it in. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Jackson. Brooks with it. On the wing, Bain. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Powell finds Zubats. Out to Powell from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Here's hoping this will help them build some offensive energy. It took a while to hit that first shot.
And here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Back to Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. For three, George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Ball no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. And they pick up two.
Welcoming any physicality on his way up. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Jacks up a three. Ball no good for Memphis. They've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Left side, Morant. Adams finds Morant. Beyond the arc. Goes up again. Outside for Brooks. From behind the arc. Memphis the rebound. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Outside Bain. 6 on the shot clock. They shoot again. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The three ball. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
From deep, Morant sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
The three from Bain. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Powell, a screen on Morant. Wall, the pass to Powell. George outside. Pass to Zubats. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks against Powell. Here's Bain. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Leonard for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's all tied in Los Angeles. Let's take a quick break. And then it's... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Adams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bain, the pass to Morant. Back to Bain. 5 on the clock. Brooks outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Wall. Pass to George. This one for three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Bain. Into the lane. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bain's gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Now here's George. Here's Powell. Lets it go from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside for Brooks. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
From deep, Morant nails it from 3. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Wall finds George. Here's Powell. Back to George. From deep. Gets it to go. His 2nd make in 6 tries.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis leading. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Wall against Morant. Jackson outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Wall with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Leonard. The shot no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. And he gets the jumper to drop. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Powell outside. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Leonard. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Let's go with a 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Now Morant. He's got 12. Takes the 3. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Ball against Brooks. Out to Leonard. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Morant. Back to Bane. Morant against Wall. Adams, the pass to Bane. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers trail. Pass to Leonard. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. Leonard's got 9.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it.
And we're through the first half of play here.
Your 18, the Grizzlies, 16.
Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Morris in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Out to the right wing. Out to Covington. Shot clock at 6. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And here are the Clippers now. Jackson, the pass to Covington. Shot clock at 5. Jackson gets the bucket.
The jumper is so consistent for Jackson. He's got a great touch on his shot and good accuracy as well.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
No good on the 3. Memphis trailing here. Williams on the wing, covered by Covington. Pass to Conchar. On the wing, Jones. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Covington with it. Guarded now by Williams. Jackson down low, working on Williams.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
And he drops the first. And so Jackson nails both of them. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers in the lead. Down low. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Morris.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Kennard. Three-pointer, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Here's Williams. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. From the wing, Covington, no good. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Conchar, guarded by Morris. Here's Clark. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson with it. Batum outside from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The Clippers shooting a low 29% since halftime. Covington passes to Batum. Counted from distance.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Jackson against Jones. The 3. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Jackson. Covington passes to Jackson. Kennard with it. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot from the top of the key. That one's good for 2. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
This is Jackson's game. He's looking to take these shots whenever he gets the opportunity.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar, defended by Kennard. Outside for Green. Now Clark. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Green out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward. Jackson outside. Fires the 3. No good there. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Powell outside. Out to Leonard. And that one's long. Memphis shooting only 31% in the game. Morant against George. Morant, pass to Adams. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
To the paint. Great D that time from Zubac. Leonard outside. There's the triple. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Powell outside. Pass to Wall. 6 to shoot. Zubats inside. Adams covering. The shot's good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And here's Morant. And here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubats. Morant against Wall. Right side Bane. And stolen by Leonard. George with it. Guarded by Morant. George's shot is off. And here's Memphis. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Brooks from outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Leonard outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside for Morant. Right side Bane. Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson finds Brooks. Outside Bane. Beyond the arc. Outside for Morant. And they recover it. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Brooks with it. Picked up by Powell. Tries yet again. And the basket by Bane.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it's good.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Morant. Inside. George with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Powell. And close on the shot, even with the foul. Now 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bane. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Ball to Memphis.
Outside Morant. Pulls it from the top of the key. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Up, thanks, Allie. Great
watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center position. Timberwolves on defense. Right side, Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards finds Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Outside, Wall. And again, it's the Clippers missing. About a minute played so far here in the first.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup. Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's George. Minnesota with the rebound. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. One point he made to his players was they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Okay, David, thanks. Powell, the pass to Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Russell kicks to Rivers. Driving inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Now here's Powell. Outside for George. Shot clock at 3. Here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Clippers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside, George. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Such a dynamic presence at the lead guard position. John Wall emphatically puts up a couple of points.
Rivers finds Edwards. A beautiful reverse layup. Edwards got his second basket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to George. Zubats with the screen for George. And it's George finishing it off.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Here's Towns. Elbow shot. And that one hits back iron. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Leonard with the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tipped away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Rivers. Russell looking around, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Now Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, here's Edwards. And the rejection by Zubats. Nobody near George. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep, George hits the 3-point bomb. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the footwork to get into the catch-and-shoot game, the mechanics of Paul George are special.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. Now, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Edwards. And Russell puts up a deep three. Towns down low. Working on Zubac. Stolen by George. And stolen by Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert trying to get open. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Wall against Russell. Wall dishes to Powell. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. Zubac finds George. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. And there's the pass to Towns. Shakes him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. Well, this is a problem for the defense right now because you've allowed Paul George to get comfortable, and when he's comfortable, he's unguardable.
Here's Russell. Here he goes. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And good that time. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Here's Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Wall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the stuff. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Marcus Morris is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 3. Minnesota calls timeout, and it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's McLaughlin. It's Prince on the wing. Takes it inside, and the layup's good off the glass. Prince has got his first 2 points.
Boy, off the bounce, Taurean Prince can be so dynamic. The speed, the power, all of those things make it tough on the defense.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Clippers leading by 8. Jackson with it. Outside, Batum. He kicks to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Covington in position. And it's Prince penetrating. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. From deep, Prince. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Batum. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Here's Covington, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
Robert Covington. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Timberwolves trail by 11. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
Now here's Jackson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Driving in, and the dunk by Jackson.
This is his sweet spot. Reggie Jackson, when he puts it on the deck, he is quite comfortable.
Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
Here's Noel. Five on the clock. Shoots from the right block, and the jumper is on the mark. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. Kennard setting the pick for Jackson. Pass to Kennard. There's the steal. Noel passes to Prince. Over to the wing. Reed sinks the triple. Reed's got 5 now.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Covington. Back to Jackson. And there's the try. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Seconds left in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kennard. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shooting the ball. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here are the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. We've got Prince. McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the basket is good.
Yeah, Luke Kennard is a complete offensive player, and he's starting to percolate a little bit. Defense has got to be concerned.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels, and he banks in the layup. McDaniels got his first basket.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Edwards against Leonard. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. It's not going to go for him.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Russell against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Now, here is George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. This is it to Powell. Back to George. Now Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Zubats. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers leading by 13. And here's Wall. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Powell with the steal.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Rivers can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Clippers. A big stretch here going 10-2. Leonard looking around. And it's Leonard again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Towns.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And here's George for 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now, here is Russell. There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Wall kicks to Powell. For the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert with it. Here's the 3. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.